This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
Attendance was 35, 60. It seemed like it was.
They count every other set. I don't know how. It saved like 7,000. I mean, I don't know how that goes, but it was a very, very loud 3,500 and a very influential, impactful. Got us going when we need to. Got us off to a great start. Weathered through when we got down a little bit, and then when we made some big plays. I told the team in the last media timeout, if we would just play hard, this crowd will get us home, and they did.
It seemed like she was determined tonight.
She was.
About what she brought.
Got that look in her eye again of the season's not going to end like this. We're not going to go down like this. We had some really tough timeouts when some of those runs were happening, and I thought she was just a great leader. She's really starting to find her voice. She's a reluctant talker. It's just not her style. She's a follow me, watch my actions, and I don't think you couldn't help but do that tonight. The way she was. But, fortunately we got off to a great start. We needed it because they came roaring back. And then I thought the difference was right there at the end of that third quarter. We really kind of had a couple of big plays. That lineup of Jersey and Merriam together made a couple of big defensive stops and a couple of scores. And, Kirsty gets a couple of free throws to go down on a technical. That I put her back in. I was going to have Sailor shoot it. And I thought, wait, if Chrissy can see a couple free throws go through, maybe she'll get go. And she did, a couple back-to-back threes. So I don't very often have good ideas like that come to me that fast. Normally it's later on and I'm watching the film and I was like, man, I should have. But tonight we were fortunate that she got us really going. I thought everybody played great. Emory's minutes were good. Our preparation, I've been singing our praises of our men's practice squad all year long. Well, they're on spring break. So this week it was Carly, and it was Avery, and it was Marin, and it was either Emory or Merriam jumping over on the other side. I left somebody out. Carly, Avery, Marin. That's 4. That's 5. So they did a great job getting us prepared.
At 58-54, I think there was a timeout, and I saw Todd over there doing something. I asked him after the game, was that his 5-second count, or how'd that come about?
Which time are you talking about on the
5-second count against them trying to inbounds?
No, that's Lacey Goldwire. Lacey does our inbounds play, and we got a charge, didn't we? That's when we got the charge. They run a little double curl cut, and Lacey had prepped us for that in practice. And Coach may have stood up and said, watch it. I don't know. I wasn't over there. I was probably too busy arguing with the officials. But nonetheless, that play, because they run this play where they run 2 curls and what we call pro switched it. We got a charge. And I thought that was a big momentum swing. So that goes to Lacey. She's in charge of our bobs. Todd may have said something to him. I don't know, but that was Lacey on the scout.
To out-rebound them by 9 and just – it seemed like what you call Riley's, everybody was making them tonight. We just talk about that added effort that you saw. Michaela was responsible for a lot of those.
She was. The defensive – Aaron got 7 defensive. And, for Mac to get in there and get 5 is just tremendous. You expect 7. I don't want us to ever be taken for granted what Sailor does there, but 7 more there. I just felt like if we would crash, we could get some. And we got all the tip balls tonight. Those are a lot of the 50-50 balls in the past we haven't gotten. So I think it was the difference. I think our defense won the game. We started off so hot. It's that, as a coach, you always worry when you get off to that great start, and then it kind of caught up to us. But when they went zone, we got a little bit sensitive to the offensive end. Whatever happened on offense, it led to defensive, poor communication on defense. And I think once we got that fixed, I think we held them to 3 for 9 in the fourth quarter. Is that right? Or 3 for 11 in the third quarter. That was a huge turning point for us when we took that 5-point lead.
I guess if we can just go ahead and move on, it seems like every Arkansas team is playing Kansas in the postseason.
That's crazy.
Just what you know about them.
We did a closed-door scrimmage with them, so I know a lot about them. Brandon and I are close friends. Talk throughout the year. We're on a couple of committees together. We'll be on the All-American committee down in Dallas. One of us will be. One of us won't be there. because we're both on this committee that's going to meet on Tuesday. So we play Sunday. One of us will not be able to be there. So we'll see how it goes. But I know a lot about them. We watch them extensively. They're talented. They're big. Jackson's a double machine, 6'6" kid. They've got good size at the 4. Their guards are big. I think knowing what we know now, they probably should have been in the NCAA tournament. I don't think there's any question. They have a good team. I think they should have been in the NCAA tournament. I probably think we should have been too. So maybe that's kind of that matchup. But I know Brandon and them had a great season. I watched them a bunch, and it won't take us long. We won't have we're going to get up in the morning and rehab and then get on the bus and go up there and practice. It's one of the iconic road trips. Most of our kids have been there. There's a lot of people up there that we know. I went to college with a couple of people that are on their facilities and people in that area. And when you get a chance to see the original rules of basketball, you take that chance. The ones that Naismith sat there and wrote, trying to find something to do for his PE class. We'll go see all that. We'll enjoy it. Our crowd, just thanks to all the people who have come out. Like I said, if it was 35, I still think we counted every other one. But thanks to those people that got us to this point, and we'll go up there and try to win that one and see what happens in the next round. This year it was here. Last year it was up at their place. I think we can talk about that after the fact. It's one of those closed door deals where you can't have media in, you can't keep stats and all that. But I think anytime you close door scrimmage, I think that tells you how close we are. Like I wouldn't close door scrimmage somebody I didn't respect and like. We make each other better. Those things are not about, we don't keep score. It's not about who won or lost, or it is about, hey, what can we do to make you better, and vice versa. So I think it's fitting that one of us will get to move on. I hate it that we have to play them right off, on this side, but this bracket's been loaded. We've had to play a lot of really good teams. So we know quite a bit about them, but we'll do a little work tonight, get on the bus tomorrow. We got about a 4-hour ride up there, go practice, early tip on Sunday at 2. Is that right?
I have one more about tonight.
Yep.
Jersey, it seemed like she had a big lift for y'all on the court. We just talk about, I guess, the composure she's had this whole season.
It's a kid that sees the big picture. When she had to play out of position last year, and then it's just like having her freshman year all over again, and we're getting to that point to where we're starting to talk about what next year is going to look like. And she's got a position all her own. This is a kid now who's guarded 5 players and has guarded point guards. So I'm really excited for her. She had, an off season last year that, I think she'll have a completely different off season this year, but I like how that she's used her in-season experience. And we all know her best basketball's 2 or 3 years down the line. But tonight, big lift. She's been putting in a lot of extra work before and after practice, and it shows.
BetOnline remains your #1 source for all your college basketball betting this season. Get analysis of every play, prop, and point at BetOnline. You'll find the latest odds, bracket contests, team matchups, and game trends at BetOnline. Updated odds for everything from live games right through the Final Four and the championship game. BetOnline is where your college basketball headquarters are this season. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to sign up and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Be sure to use our promo code BELIEVE to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV. BetOnline.ag, where the game starts.